On October 22nd, the NBA regular season will begin. And I know I'm known for football. I'm excited to watch the NBA this year. I love the storylines. I love basketball. I grew up playing basketball. And I know that I've become an NFL focused podcast, but that's not the only thing I want to talk about. I love basketball. I want to talk about it. And I've done a lot of talking with my friends who play college basketball to learn. I want to learn the game. I want to get better at it. So I want to talk about the 9 storylines that I am excited to watch this year in the NBA. Number 1 is Los Angeles. The LA Lakers, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Dwight Howard of all people, Kyle Kuzma, Rajon Rondo. They have a fun player. They have Giannis, Giannis' brother, Kostas. The Lakers are a weird assembly of players that I think are going to do well around the rim, but really just big names that you go, oh, like, all right, Dwight Howard. Who would have thought he'd ever come back to LA? But it should be fun. And the reason why I highlight the Lakers is because the Lakers' battle against the Clippers for supremacy in LA is going to be so much fun to observe and watch. I think the Clippers are a better team. The Clippers have Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, Patrick Beverley, who's a scrappy guard. I really love him. I'm a fan of him. They have Landry Shamet, it's not Shamet, it's Shamet, who's a second-year guard for the Clippers. He's kind of a rising player. They also have Lou Williams. Both LA teams have big names that I know and I'm familiar with. And I'm excited to watch the two of them duke it out. And I really hope that, it becomes a fun rivalry. I do. I can admit the Clippers are better. And I want that. I want the Clippers and Lakers to become a really fun rivalry you can watch for maybe the next couple of years in LA. It'd be really, really fun. The second thing I'm excited for is the Boston Celtics. I love the Boston Celtics head coach, Brad Stevens. And here's the reason why I'm pumped. They added point guard Kemba Walker. Kyrie Irving, the former point guard for the Boston Celtics, he left, and he never quite fit. I think his problem was he didn't like Brad Stevens getting more attention, and he overshadowed Kyrie Irving as the star of the franchise. Well, hey, there's no ego with Kemba Walker. He just wants to win games. He has not been on a winning franchise really at all in his career. He's going to be happy to be in Boston. He's going to be happy to play for Brad Stevens. And I think the Celtics are a better team than people recognize or give them credit for. They have Gordon Hayward, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Enes Kanter, and now they have Kemba Walker, a guy who's never been in a big market. He's never gotten as much attention as I think he deserves. He's on a good team in a great basketball city, Boston. I think Kemba could shine this year for the Boston Celtics. Now, there is a fun Celtics player I want to highlight. It's Taco Fall. He's 7'6". He's just massive. He's a rookie. He's got a fun personality. A lot of people send me messages like Taco Fall to be and the word is GOAT. I think GOAT is a silly word, but it's fun to Taco Fall. He's this goofy looking 7'6" guy. So 7'6". Yeah, you heard that right. He's incredibly tall, gigantic human. We'll see if he gets any playing time this year. It'll be fun to watch. The Atlanta Hawks are a team I'm excited to watch for one reason and one reason alone. It's their young player, Trae Young. I want to watch his development. Young player, Trae Young. It's funny. I didn't mean to do that. Does he progress? That's what I'm curious about. Some people say that he could be kind of like the next Steph Curry because he's got this ability to shoot really deep three-pointers. I don't think there's ever going to be another Steph Curry. But I'm excited. He's entering year 2. Does he get better? Do we see more from him? Does he develop at all as a player? And is he getting a little bigger? I don't know. But I'm excited to watch the product that Trae Young puts on the floor this year and evaluate his trajectory as a player, his upward trajectory. Does he keep going up? Does he plateau? Does he kind of fizzle out, never become the player we want? Who knows? But he's entertaining, and it's going to be really fun to watch. So I'm excited to watch the Hawks. I know it's a team nobody cares about. I do. I want to watch Trae Young. Number 4, the team I'm excited to watch is the Pelicans, man. The Pelicans with Zion Williamson. My question with him is he ready to be an NBA star? Based on the preseason, probably. His stats have been historic. He's doing a lot of good stuff. but it is really rare for a guy to come into the league at 19 years old and instantly become an all-star. How often does that happen? Like LeBron? It's very rare. It happens from time to time. I'm curious if Zion is that kind of guy or not. But it's really going to be fun to watch him grow. I like the Pelicans' young roster. They have Zion, they have Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, JJ Redick, Josh Hart, Drew Holiday. So it's really a bunch of young players and then JJ Redick. And to me, that's fun. I can't wait to see what happens. We could observe the beginning of something cool happening in New Orleans this year. And either way, it's intriguing because it's a young team on a journey. They're going to have ups and downs, and I look forward to following and covering the Pelicans this year. I really am. I think it's going to be fun and exciting. And so I'm excited to watch them. Number 5, my question for the 76ers is, will they deliver? Can they deliver? The Raptors lost Kawhi Leonard, so the Eastern Conference, their roadblock is now out of the way and gone. Because they came up short last year. The 76ers came up short of their goal. And I wonder, can they get to the finals? I don't care about the regular season at all. There's 2 teams that I just want to watch what they become at the end of the year. The 76ers and the Milwaukee Bucks. The 76ers first because, again, the roadblock's gone and the pressure's on. This is their roster. Their roster's awesome. Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid, Al Horford, Tobias Harris, and Josh Richardson. Dude, you have five really good premier players, superstars. Some of them aging, some of them young, on the rise. But your starting 5 is incredible in Philadelphia. If you can't get to the finals and if you don't dominate the regular season, it's a failure. I don't like saying that, but man, expectations are really, really high in Philadelphia, as they should be. And my question is, can this team and will this team be able to finish down the stretch? I don't know. Will they get hurt? Will they fall apart? Who knows? I'm excited to watch it, though. It'll be fun. Another fun storyline with the 76ers is, will their point guard, Ben Simmons, develop a jump shot? I've been saying this for years. I get a lot of hate when I say it, but I'm honest about it. The dude can't shoot. He doesn't shoot three-pointers. He can do, every time I watch him, I get more and more curious. When will he develop a three-point shot he's comfortable shooting in a game? I see videos of it sometimes, and I go, where is that in a game? Is this the year that he develops a three-point shot? Who knows, but I'm excited to watch Ben Simmons. Number 6, the Milwaukee Bucks. Oh, man. It comes back to, they have Chris Middleton, they have George Hill, Eric Bledsoe. All the attention, though, should go to Giannis. He won MVP last year. This will be brief. I just want to know, can Giannis take his team farther in the playoffs? Has this team hit their ceiling? Or can Giannis flex his muscles and somehow improve even more and carry his team that much farther in the NBA playoffs? I don't think so. I think his team is maxed out. That's what I'm excited to see from the Milwaukee Bucks. Number 7, the Houston Rockets are fun and weird. And I don't know that it's going to work. James Harden is teamed up with Russell Westbrook. These are 2 ball-dominant guards on one team. There's only one basketball to share between the 2 of them. And I think personally this is a recipe for disaster. I don't think it's going to work at all. But it will be interesting. It will be fun. And I credit the Rockets GM Daryl Morey. The Rockets will not win a championship this year. They will not probably ever under Daryl Morey. But what he does really well is creates a product that is fun that I want to see. The people of Houston love their basketball team. They're exciting. They win. They're consistently good. That's what Daryl Morey provides. Kind of reminds me of the Portland Trailblazers, actually. The Portland Blazers are regularly good. It's regularly an interesting product, not as interesting as the Rockets. I think this year the Rockets are just a fascinating mess that I can't wait to watch. But credit Daryl Morey. He always puts out a team that is fun to watch, and I'm excited to watch the Rockets this year. And it's like a science experiment. What the heck is going to happen? Is it going to explode and just be a horrible mess, or will it work? I don't know. I'm excited to find out. The Golden State Warriors, they have no Kevin Durant. They have no Klay Thompson. He's out. He tore his ACL. But they still have, and people act like the Warriors are down and out. They're nothing. They still have, not only they have Kevin, or they have, excuse me, not only do they have Draymond Green, they added D'Angelo Russell. They have Steph Curry. Steph Curry, does not mean anything. A team that was a super team, right? The Warriors were lauded and criticized repeatedly all the time. This team is too good. I hate how good the Warriors are. Then they lose Kevin Durant. They replace him with D'Angelo Russell. They lose Klay Thompson. Just for a little bit. He's out with a torn ACL. And everyone says, oh, the Warriors are trash. They're going to suck. It's like, what a weird emotional swing. I don't understand that at all. Technically, they still have a big three. It doesn't have Klay. It has D'Angelo Russell instead. But then eventually when Klay comes back, they'll have a big four again. The Warriors are not awful. I don't understand why people aren't paying attention to them more. But not only when they add Klay, they're going to be incredible. I have a lot of faith in the Warriors. I have a lot of faith in Steph Curry. And I think that people got to pay a little more attention to them. The last, number 9, the last team that I am really excited to watch and just fascinated is the Brooklyn Nets. They do not have Kevin Durant. You know, Kevin Durant, they added Kevin Durant. They signed him in free agency, but he has a torn Achilles. He's not going to play this year for the first part, maybe not at all. They haven't ruled him out entirely. He might come back like in March, April, maybe the end of the year. But for now, it's just Kyrie Irving on the Brooklyn Nets. That's the guy they just added also in free agency. And I am very, very concerned with the way things are going to play out in Brooklyn. Kyrie and Kevin Durant have been incredibly insecure their entire careers. Kyrie Irving especially. Kevin Durant on social media, he's a mess. He can't handle whatever. Here's what Kyrie Irving has done in his history. He got traded out of Cleveland because I think he struggled with LeBron overshadowing him and getting more attention. And then he left Boston because he didn't like the head coach, Brad Stevens, getting more attention. And whatever reason, for whatever reason, I don't know. For whatever reason, Kyrie Irving in Boston didn't work, which is shocking to me because Brad Stevens, their head coach, is incredible. If I'm Kyrie Irving, I want to play for Kyrie, but I think he decided, okay, all my success is being attributed to my coach rather than my ability. For my brand, I got to get out of here so that I get credit and can continue the upward trajectory of my brand. Kyrie Irving's brand is going to be good this year for the first half when he's playing alone. He's the only star on the Nets, and he's carrying, or maybe not, I don't think he can carry a team, but he's playing for a team in New York. He's the only star. It's going to be really good for him. But my question is, what happens when Kevin Durant comes back? What happens when Kevin Durant joins the fold? Whose team will it be? Because it's been Kyrie's team all year. Suddenly, does the team shift over to Kevin Durant? Like, whose team is it? I don't know. You can't tell me there's not a problem coming up for the Brooklyn Nets and drama that will ensue between Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. There's no way the two of them can share that responsibility. They're both incredibly insecure. And I don't think I don't think it's going to work. Not to mention, here's another part. They're in New York, with a bunch of crazy, insane sports fans. I love them. I would love to be the local New York guy because it's fun and there's passion. There's also a lot of irrational people in New York. You can't tell me that Kyrie and Kevin Durant are going to love dealing with the New York media. Where, man, it's not Oklahoma City. It's not Cleveland. You got a lot of cameras, and I know they're coming from the Bay Area and from Boston. But New York is a different beast altogether. I have friends who are journalists there. Oh my gosh, man. It's a different animal. And crazy New York sports fans are going to be begging for Kevin Durant to come back. They're not going to understand because New York sports fans are irrational. I love ya. I love you guys, but you're kind of irrational and crazy. You thought Daniel Jones was a horrible pick, and now he's your starting quarterback, and you love him. But delusional sports fans in New York are not going to understand that Kevin Durant's injury is keeping him out. He tore his Achilles. He can't play. They're going to demand for him to come back. When he does, he's going to create problems. And I just think there's a mess coming in Brooklyn. Those are the 9 NBA storylines I'm excited to watch this year. I want to give an honorable mention to the Dallas Mavericks. I love their young guys, Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. I'm excited to watch them. I'm curious to see how that team develops. So I guess you could say there are 11 teams I'm curious to watch, 9 storylines there, maybe 10. But that is what I think of the NBA. That's what I'm excited to watch this year. It's going to be a great NBA season, and I just, I'm a fan, man. I love the product they put out. Every year there's drama, there's storylines, there's interest, there's good plays, there's highlights that are fun. I love watching basketball, and I know people don't think I do. I do. I'm a basketball guy, and I'm excited to enjoy the year this year. My name is Zach Schaumler. This is my podcast, Strong Opinion Sports. It's my favorite thing in the entire world. And I want to be very clear and open with the audience. My YouTube channel is monetized. What that means is that some of my videos make ad revenue. It's fewer than you think. A lot of them get claimed. But in the past, I've received donations from people on Patreon and PayPal. PayPal.me/Zach Schaumler. Patreon.com/Zach Schaumler. And because I'm making ad revenue, it felt kind of weird just receiving donations. I wanted to give something back for the donations. And so people who support me on Patreon can give me $1 a month, and that allows them access to a pool where they can ask questions. If you send me questions through Patreon's DM service, you comment on one of my posts on Patreon. If you give $1 a month, you can submit questions. And with my eyeballs, I look at every single question submitted. Then at the end of my podcast, I pick the best top couple questions and read them on the show and answer them in a segment I call Ask Zach. Now that's for people who have money and want to support me that way. If you have no money to give, no problem. I totally understand. I grew up in a mobile home. I've been a broke college kid. I totally get it. But if you want to help in some capacity at the end, you can support the show by telling your friends about it. Share it on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever it is. Help me grow by telling your friends about this show. It would mean a lot to me. If you believe in my dream and you believe in this show, tell your friends about Strong Opinion Sports. Guys, my name is Zach Schaumler. Thank you so very much, and hope you have a great day.